It's rare in modern democratic politics to witness a figure so unrepentantly defiant and yet so influential that his mere words can ripple through the political system. Former South African President Jacob Zuma, speaking before his followers at a Umkhonto we Sizwe party rally in Futhaditjaba on August 31, 2025, called for the immediate arrest of current President Cyril Ramaphosa. Zuma accused Ramaphosa of hiding stolen money under a mattress on his Phala Phala farm and of abusing the systems of power built to protect the political elite while everyday citizens struggle. He insisted Ramaphosa is treated with impunity, declaring, "We call for the immediate arrest of President Ramaphosa over the Phala Phala scandal." This dramatic claim intensifies an already fragile political climate, raising questions about accountability, leadership, and the future of democratic stability. To understand why Zuma's latest declaration matters, we need to revisit the turbulent history of South African politics. Zuma's presidency, which lasted from 2009 until his forced resignation in 2018, was marred by corruption allegations. From the controversial arms deal of the late 1990s to the lavish Nkandla renovations and the overwhelming revelations of state capture involving the Gupta family, Zuma's tenure eroded trust in public institutions. Even after leaving office, he became a symbol of resistance to what he and his supporters call a biased justice system. In 2021, Zuma's defiance of the Zondo Commission into state capture reached a breaking point. When he refused to appear before the commission despite a direct order, the Constitutional Court sentenced him to 15 months in prison for contempt. His arrest in July triggered unrest on a scale unseen since the end of apartheid. Protests spiraled into riots, looting, arson, and violence, leaving more than 350 people dead and billions of rand in damages. Analysts described it as an attempted insurrection disguised as protest, while Zuma's supporters insisted it was the voice of the people against political victimization. The unrest laid bare the fragility of South Africa's social fabric and demonstrated Zuma's enduring influence. Despite being barred from running in the 2024 general election due to his conviction, Zuma remains a political force. His MK party has attracted significant support, especially in KwaZulu-Natal and parts of Gauteng. The party positions itself as the voice of the marginalized, tapping into disillusionment with the ANC, whose dominance has been steadily declining. Zuma's daughter, Duduzile Zumasambudla, has also been in the spotlight, charged with inciting violence during the 2021 unrest, a case many supporters see as political persecution. This loyal network has allowed Zuma to remain highly relevant, despite being legally sidelined. Against this backdrop comes the Phala Phala scandal, central to Zuma's latest attack on Ramaphosa. The scandal first broke in 2022 when it was revealed that large sums of foreign currency, reportedly millions of US dollars, were stolen from Ramaphosa's farm in Limpopo. The money, hidden inside furniture, allegedly stemmed from the sale of buffalo to a Sudanese businessman. Critics argued that the funds were undeclared, possibly linked to money laundering, and that Ramaphosa failed to follow proper legal channels after the theft. Instead of reporting the matter directly to the police, he allegedly relied on private security to recover the money. While Ramaphosa has denied wrongdoing, opposition parties, including the EFF and Zuma's MK party, have accused him of hypocrisy, presenting himself as a reformer while facing allegations of misconduct. This is where Zuma's call for Ramaphosa's arrest gains traction. For Zuma, who has endured years of corruption charges, court appearances, and imprisonment, the idea that Ramaphosa continues to govern unscathed is intolerable. It allows him to frame himself as the victim of a double standard, punished for his actions while Ramaphosa enjoys immunity. For Ramaphosa's critics, the scandal symbolizes the ANC's inability to cleanse itself of corruption and its tendency to shield the powerful. The legal reality is more complex. No criminal charges have been filed against Ramaphosa. Inquiries, including one led by former Chief Justice Sandile Nkobo, suggested he may have a case to answer, but stopped short of binding recommendations. Parliament narrowly avoided an impeachment process when ANC MPs voted down a motion in 2022. The matter remains under investigation, where progress has been slow. For Zuma's supporters, the delay is proof of bias, For Ramaphosa's defenders, it shows that due process cannot be rushed for political gain. Looking ahead, the implications are profound. South Africa faces multiple crises: record unemployment, crumbling infrastructure, rolling blackouts, and rising crime. In such an environment, populist voices like Zuma's find fertile ground. By calling for Ramaphosa's arrest, Zuma is not only targeting the president, but also undermining the ANC's claim to moral authority. If Ramaphosa were to face charges, the fallout could be catastrophic for the ANC, which is already grappling with its worst electoral performance since 1994. But there is another side. If institutions cave to pressure and arrest a sitting president without solid grounds, the precedent could be just as damaging. It risks turning South Africa into a state where prosecutions are driven by vendettas rather than evidence. The judiciary and law enforcement, already criticized for inefficiency, must tread carefully. Their decisions will either reinforce public trust or deepen the perception that justice is a tool of the powerful. Ultimately, Zuma's call is about more than two men. It is a contest over narratives: who speaks for the people, who is held accountable, and who gets to define justice in a country still haunted by inequality. Whether or not Ramaphosa ever faces charges, the political damage is undeniable. Every mention of Phala Phala chips away at his credibility. Every delay fuels suspicion, and every attack from Zuma energizes those who feel betrayed by democracy's promises. As this story develops, South Africans are left with a pressing question: how do we ensure that accountability applies to all, while safeguarding institutions that must remain above partisan battles? The answer may determine not just the survival of Ramaphosa's presidency, but the health of South African democracy for years to come. If you found this exploration insightful, make sure to subscribe and share your thoughts in the comments below. Do you believe Zuma is raising legitimate concerns, or is this just political maneuvering designed to weaken Ramaphosa? And what would it mean for South Africa if a sitting president were actually arrested? Your voice matters, so join in and let's unpack this moment together.